Did the stream go up?
I'm in the goal line. We run it again. Not yet. Do it again. Look, I'm gonna keep running. Every single goal line since you.
Is he there? Steve?
Oh.
Oh, it's still waiting for your opponent. You haven't even joined up. Your stream still up, E? Alright. Game on.
No matter the venue or the locale, when these two get together, you know the spirits are going to be flowing, the intensity will be high, and these two will be ready to write another chapter in their storied rivalry. Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. It's the Florida Gators and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I have checked in with the Bulldogs head coach. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Pryor.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
The Gators line up to punt it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Makes the catch near the 50. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. This offense has it with really good field position. Dropping back, it's Stockton.
Bad pass. Oh, my
Got rid
goodness.
of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Complete to the left. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Tight ends nowadays, they're oversized wide receivers. They run routes like wide receivers. They make people miss now in space. They're guys that are now featured in offenses where in the past that wasn't the case.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll take a shot. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left.
Maybe a crease. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
On 1st down, Nate Frazier. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bulldog.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you've played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. And that defense just ran through that offensive front. He broke a couple of tackles, but nowhere to run.
And it really doesn't matter what play call this offense does. Like first possession, 3 and out, obviously struggled. This one right here, nothing on the ground. The offensive line has to do a better job. They got to be better up front, whether they want to run it, whether they want to throw it. It's got to start with the offensive line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And listen, there's different degrees of open, but in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones you feel like you should complete most of the time, and he just overthrew that one.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He might want another play. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Just a short pass to the tight end. Gets it out to the 22-yard line, and that'll be enough for the first down.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to him and then go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Back to pass. He rifles one deep down the right side. Off and running. The 20. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the point after is good. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught behind the line. It's ball. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Handoff for Ball. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period, first down here. This time he wants to throw. Floating away. Throws to the wideout. The short hands. It's Brown. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And I think with Florida, man, it's all about the quarterback position. When it was rolling at its peak, right, it was Jesse Palmer and Tim Tebow. That guy was pretty good, too. But, like, finding that guy that can make the plays, I think bringing in Buster Faulkner is a big deal. They'll have a great offensive identity. But, Palmer, Florida's good when they got the trigger.
Well, the good news is they didn't have to leave the U.S. border to find the next guy like they did way back in the day. But you're right. I think Buster Faulkner really is the key. I thought one of the big moves for John Summerall in the offseason was bringing in Faulkner as his offensive coordinator. One of the most difficult coordinators to defend. You ask any D coordinator in the country, and he only seems to get the best out of his quarterback. So they had a guy in DJ Lagway. They had really high hopes. Things didn't work out. He moves on to Baylor. But this is a critical spot. How quickly this new quarterback can get on the same page as his play caller, that's critical for their success.
Rush is on him. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Both of you guys played in this rivalry. Jesse, what's your most impactful memory?
My senior year, 1st and 1 on the goal line, and the Bulldogs had Marcus Stroud and Richard Seymour, 2 first-round picks at D tackle. Coach Spurrier called Red Snoopy, which was a quarterback sneak. I didn't get it. Called it again on 2nd down. I didn't get it. Called it again on 3rd down. I didn't get it. On 4th down, he subbed our running back, who came in the huddle and says, "Red Snoopy, jump over the top, idiot." And we scored a touchdown.
That is great. That is phenomenal. And so far early in this game, and you got to be impressed with this defense and the physicality, and it's stopping the run. You could tell it's a priority for this defense. They're up there. They're close to the line of scrimmage. The ground game right now not going, and the defense is dialed in on it.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Right on the money. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll give it to Ball. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Gators come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. This quarterback part of their running game. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Gators will hustle to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it! They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. And he will score! Touchdown, Florida! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the 2nd half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air, it's Stockton. Here's the pressure. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Man, really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You can tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Makes the catch. It's Wiley. Could not make his way to the corner.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball back quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground from no gain.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Brown. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
2nd and short equals bow up, be physical, move a hole, get a gap, let my back fall forward. That back had nowhere to run, no push up front. Be more physical, Jesse, on those 2nd down and short situations.
So for that point, David, I think you got to stick with it if you're on offense as a staff. Challenge your guys to get some push up front. You've recruited this position really well. You need these guys to move some bodies because you've got a talented guy in the backfield that can hurt this defense if you just give him a crease. Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's a get the ball. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Makes the grab. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And it slips just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We kick things off with Cal taking on the NC State Wolfpack. And it's the Golden Bears looking to make it 5 straight wins. And they do that. They essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Big 12.
They'll start on the ground with Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Frazier again. And they'll knock him down.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Wants to throw. It's Stockton. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
That is the exact energy they talked about at halftime. Like coming out with right now for this defense. You're trailing, but it's a close game. It's a one-possession game. Come out and set the tone. That's exactly what they did, forcing the punt on the first drive.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throwing right. Pulls it in. It's Brown.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Turning it on.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Gators want to move quickly. It'll be a run on third and short. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big throw.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Working that left side. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, they execute the in route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Going to the run, it's Frazier. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Looking to push the pace with the no-huddle. To throw, it's Stockton. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Spins away from the defense. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their 1st. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! Right on the money, he makes the grab in the end zone.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into defense, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his man. It's Stockton. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Ball again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Takes it back inside the 40. They'll mark him at the 39-yard line, and the interception has set up great field position. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we could put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late running the ball on 3rd.
And the Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Like a big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making a catch.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7.
Whoa.
The handoff, keep working on that clock.
Whoa.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that limp.
Real easy, man. My team, my offense stinks, bro.
On the ground, staying in bounds, too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using.
And I can't adjust fast enough. I'll be able to brain for. I didn't have a brain fart, so I don't even know which one is the fucking.
Out there, hammering ahead to the 30.
I don't make no adjustments, bro.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Spits it out to the back. And
I put the R1.
Pass will bring up 4th down.
They told me to go for it. Let me lock in. I got to get a first down. If I get a first down, it'll definitely hurt the game.
They know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. It's complete to the left. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. The give, running right, it's Frazier. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Yeah, use it, bro.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays
use
at
the
the next
timeout,
level.
man.
Just keep giving him the football and just let him take
Come on,
this
that
thing.
shit already. They was running that shit down me in the first half, trying to pull for the half. Oh, way back to good.
AJ Crawford.
Way back to good.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Frazier again.
Come on, power
and he'll be smacked to the ground.
More that light, bro.
By the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Man, shut back off, bro. They move. Yeah, 11, man. Ball game. Wow.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the play on the interception. And, man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit.
That should be good. Well, that should be good.
Never a doubt.
That should be good. Well, that should be good. This ball game away, man.
By this offense, because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Like that, what is your rank?
I'm ranked third right now.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gets the back moving. He'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus part of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, and they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Showing off the arms. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Another chapter of this rivalry in the books, and this one goes to the Dogs, who hunkered down and took out the Gators. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Powell, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Rocket.